All right, so I'm back on this video. I want to talk about a few realizations that I've had over the past weeks and my new approach that I'm going to take in trading, and also an update on this new PA account from Apex. Right now, I have two funded accounts with Apex. This one is a newer one that I'm gonna be tracking with my new approach to trading, which I will discuss in this video. And I also have two straight to funded accounts with Stratify. Okay, so today only two trades, which I will discuss here today. And so here it is. So and I'm also gonna be only focusing on one strategy, right? So here it is. The trades that I took today, right? The first one, it was just a small trade, and I only took it because uh, the price hit this level over here, where in the past it bounced off really hard, okay, on this candle, and I took a small trade, and I am in Europe, so it was kind of late when I took this trade, and I didn't want to stay up watching the market, so I just closed it real for a small profit, which is the $100 trade that you see over here, this small. If I would have held it, would have been a lot more, okay? And I'm also trying to focus on base hits for the day, okay? And trading micros. Um, so then the next trade that I took was on this long signal over here, right? That I got from my indicator, okay? I waited on a pullback to, so I got the long signal on this candle, right? And I entered over here, as you can see, right over here. And basically, I waited for a pullback to the value area low of the entry signal. Okay, I waited for the pullback over there, and then I entered long with uh, actually, if I'm not mistaken, mm, let's see, yeah, I bought two first at 68.38, right? 68.38 around here, right? I waited for a pullback, and then I put one more contract at 68, 66.30, right? Which is just a little below the value area low of the entry candle, right? And that's gonna be three micro contracts on ES. That's gonna be my max position when it comes to the 50k evals. If it's like 150k, maybe I can do six maximum. Uh, so that was the entry signal right there, and then I got out over here, right? But then it continue up and up and up. Okay. Now, one of the things that I realized is that I need to lower my position size so that I can allow my edge to work out over time, right? Especially since I'm trading the 30 minutes time frame, right? So I'll do two contracts, two MES contracts, or three at the most. Ideally, I can enter with two, and then because sometimes after the signal, right, when I get the long signal, for example, sometimes it goes up, straight up, or there's no pullback, right? Like over here, yesterday when the market closed, I mean on Friday, it triggered a short signal, right? And then what happened? The market opened. This short signal over here, small pullback candle, 30-minute candle, and then the market gapped down, and it just fucking tanked, right? When I opened the market, when I opened the trade on this Monday, my time, I saw that the market has crashed big time. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was too much. I said I'm not trying to short this, and I waited for that long over here, this support zone, right? So what I used to do in the past, I used to have four. I will have over here, let's say I'll have here on one chart, I will have ES. Then over here, I will have not this one. I will have what is this? NQ, okay. And then let's say over here, I'll have crude oil. Actually, let's say MYM. And then over here, I'll have the Russell, right? The Russell, okay. For example, right? So these indices, they're very correlated to each other, right? So oftentimes what I will do is I'll get a long signal on ES, right, which is my main focus, right? And shortly after I will get a long signal on Nasdaq, YM, all that, right? But if they go against me, I lose triple the amount that I was set out to lose for the days, because I lose 3 hours instead of 1, right? So that's not good. That's one of my realizations. So for now on, I turned off all my alerts on all the other instruments. I only have ES trading ES 30-minute chart and the 1-hour chart. Okay. So that way, all the signals I get is only gonna be from ES, and it's gonna allow me to let my edge play out. Okay. I have a lot of stuff going on the chart right now, but basically the only alerts that I'm going by is my value area acceptance alerts, meaning when the value area of a candle, right, which is if I go back to my footprint chart, when the value area of a candle, in this case is it's set to 70%, right? So if I can zoom in over here a little more, the value area is from the value area low to the value area high, right? And this bar over here is a volume point of control. When it closes all of it, I had it before, I got the settings more what's it called, for better signals, right? To better quality signals. I want 100% of it, not this candle over here, like it's like 90% above the 9 EMA, which is the white line. No, I want the full value area to close above the 9 EMA, and the 9 EMA has to be angling up a certain amount of degrees, right? That's some of the stuff my indicator does, right? That's why I didn't trigger on this one, because the value area is not completely above. And it's good that I didn't enter over there, because there was a very strong pullback, right? After that 10 points, right? Which with 2 micros, that's $100 drawdown, and I try to minimize that. So that's why I entered on this candle, and it's a better position. Like even if I would have entered at the close of this candle, it went almost 10 points right away, right? But then I want even more, because there's usually a pullback. I waited for the pullback. I entered with 2 contracts, and then I had one more contract closer to the value area low of the entry signal candle, and then it went up. Okay, so that's gonna be my main focus for now on, and I'll just let it ride until I get the take profit for the day, which is gonna be anywhere from 450 to 500. Okay, trading 2 to 3 micros. So in this case today, here you see 447, and I just closed it for the day, because I was doing some other stuff, and it definitely wouldn't hit the I initially my take profit was the open of the market area, right? But I'm still fighting the just let the trade go, you know, just set it and forget it, right? Which is one of the reasons why I'm trading small sizes, because if I'm not able to set a trade and let it hit my stop loss or take profit, that means I'm risking too much, right? If I have to keep constantly checking, see how the trade is doing, that means I put too much on the trade. So now I'm focusing on just try to let the trade set it, and maybe after a while, maybe reduce risk, make to break even and whatnot. But that's basically um, the idea. Okay, so that's gonna be my main focus for now on. I'm gonna try take this PA account from Apex to pay out and take a small payout, and once I get the balance high enough, maybe 4,000 in profit, then I can probably increase the size to maximum 4 to 5 micros, okay, and so on and so forth. And that's gonna be my goal. And base hits, because if I think about it right now, I have if I open my Tradify, my trade thinker, okay, I have one trade open on this eval, right? That I'm. But anyway, this account is I have two funded accounts with Tradify, this one and this one, and I'm trying to get these two to pay out, right? Also, and two with Apex, this one over here, the 29 and 30 yet, right? So if I take all that into consideration, right, that's of just $450 approximately on 4 accounts. That's enough. That's enough for me for the day, for anybody, you know. That's almost $2,000. So that should be enough for me, and I'm just gonna try to take small base hits every day and stay in the game long enough. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Now on this account over here, I have this trade going, right? Only 2 contracts because I'm already up for the day on this account. This one, the Apex end of day evaluations. Okay, I actually I entered over here. We'll see what happens. Risking stop loss just below the open of this candle, right? If it goes against me, it is what it is. But on the 1 hour chart, I got one entry signal over here. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna put my stop loss below this entry signal over here. It's only 2 contracts. And let me see my volume footprint chart. Yeah, that should be good enough. That should be good enough for now. Yeah. Targeting these highs over here. Anyway, with this account, if it hits once it hits my 2,000 profit for the day, it's gonna close out. So right now it's at 1831. Once it hit 2,000, it's gonna close out. So I just need a little bit. If I can increase the size, I can probably get that extra $100 for the day more, and then it should be good. But you know, I'm rambling now. Anyway, that's it pretty much. I want to focus on one setup only, one instrument, MES, 2 to 3 micro contracts at the most, and just risking anywhere from 150 to 200 per trade, which is a whole lot of points with 2 micros on MES, right? But since because until in the 30-minute chart, I need that wiggle room, right? So that's it pretty much for this video. I'll keep posting my progress with this account, and right now using it's only been 2 days, so there's not a lot of data um, with this. Where's my oh let's see. Right now my Zilla score is 87.3. Profit factor 9.49, trade win percentage 75%. And if I go to the strategies, I'm only gonna focus on this strategy right here, this one, and eventually I will release this indicator, but right now I'm trying to gather more data on it, which is one of the reasons why I'm reducing my size, so I can stay as long as possible in this account and gather more data and live forward testing trade it, right? So with this strategy, 67% win rate, 8.41 profit factor, and average win to loss 4.21, right? So I'm just gonna place a trade, put my stop loss, and just let it hit my daily profit trigger for the day, and that's it pretty much. I'll see you on the next video. Comment below if you this indicator is something that you would use. You don't need the indicator if you had the volume, the premium membership from TradingView, and you have access to the volume footprint chart. But I use the indicator because I like to have alerts when my parameters I've met, and I just enter the trade, and that's it. You know, that's my idea. I'm not trying to be watching the charts and trying to you know, look for, because that's what I start messing up and start looking for trades, and my microphone turned off. I'm just gonna let the trade come to me. Once my parameters are met, I get the indication, enter the trade, set it and forget it, and that's it, you know. So let me know if this is indicator that you would like to use on the comments. I'll see you on the next video.